That's what I figured. Yeah, we have a bunch of money.
Yeah, we do.
Although we can't afford these weapons.
The ground is strewn with landmines. Falling down means certain death. Defeat the enemy under this condition. Okay, so air attacks it is. Got it.
So we gotta tell them who's worth win.
Let's see. Yep, air attacks.
Oh, okay. Well, that was tremendously. What is up with that? Why are all these tremendously easy?
If you know how to strategize, you beat them faster instead of relying on pure luck. Health decrease over time. Okay. Alright. Will you be annoying?
Depends on how he's feeling today. Ooh.
Okay then. Oh crap. Multiple combatants.
Uh-huh. Okay, your health heals, so that's okay. If I kept using that, you're just gonna be a little out. You might be a little out of.
Yeah, but now they're gonna guard. Oh, but it only lasts till you get so low, I see. Class up from losing, of course.
Do you want to start talking now? You said you had a rant saved up for Soul Calibur 5 story.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna point out that Sophia is probably one of my most favorite characters story-wise in the Soul Calibur mythos. And they decided that she was boring and they got rid of her.
Oh, no, they got rid of everybody. They can play as anybody. They make cameos.
And
Edgar makes a cameo, Ellen makes a cameo, everyone else is brand new.
But here's the thing. Oh, but they sure to put her kids in. And guess what? They decided it would be a great idea to have the son voiced by Yuri Lowenthal. Let me repeat that, just in case it didn't sink in. The son of one of the most beloved characters of Soul Calibur is voiced by a character that usually voices very hyperactive characters or emo characters. Great job, Namco. Way to be classy.
He is.
What?
Guess which one he is. He's the asshole kind.
I'm not surprised, honestly. Because I did see Angry Joe's review, which is how I found it about to begin with, and he's right. That was a complete and utter bullcrap thing to do. Let me guess.
Oh, you're talking about you earlier, Taki.
Yeah, speaking of annoying characters.
Yeah. The ones I just don't like. And his screams, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Honestly, if it wasn't for the annoying screeches, I'd probably tolerate her a lot more, but...
Why doesn't she wear a bra? Even Heidi wears a bra. And she shows off her ass all the time.
Crap, freaking assassin. You turned me around. Not this time.
Yeah, Soul Calibur 5 story is like a giant fanfic.
Yeah,
it's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's pretty dumb. It is pretty dumb. And they got rid of literally all the characters that we liked, and then they're like, here, who are these new people? And they make some of them so similar to the other characters that were like, okay, right, you can just put them back.
Yeah, the only new character in that I would even consider liking is the guy who's basically Soul Calibur's answer to Strider. And I was like, oh, okay, he's like
Which one's he?
What?
Which one's he?
Oh, hello.
Which character are you referring to? Why is he invisible?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that means he does some stuff.
Ah, darn it, Link.
Oh, it got the enemy.
Ah.
This looks really comical.
You're asking what character it was? It's basically the cybernetic ninja dude with the robot wolf. Or the robot, yeah.
About him.
Yeah.
I didn't care about him.
Oh, you didn't?
In fact, I didn't care about any. Well, he seemed like just a jerk, honestly.
Well,
And his name is like, it's like Try or something. I'm like, what does that even stand for? I don't really care about that many people. Like, the only person I like is Tyra.
Tyra? Well, I don't know the story. I don't know the storyline for like
Hira. I pronounced it.
I don't know any of these characters' backstories. I just know from hearsay and what.
Well, the game doesn't care about their backstory. Most of their backstories either.
Okay, so it's not just me.
No, the game doesn't care either. Like, you get some of Pyra's, you get some of Yuri, Lorenthal's characters.
Yeah.
You get theirs, but it's the Gold Ranger. Wow, was she?
Don't think so. Oh, crap.
I like her because she kind of had a tragic backstory to me. Because she was constantly told she was a demon and she actually wasn't, but she came to believe it. Oh, I don't know quite why she was listening to the obvious evil, scantily clad lady who looks like Harley Quinn.
Like I said, I don't know a lot about the storyline. I just know that a lot of the characters just seem stupid to me. When I heard about Yuri Lowenthal playing the voice, I was just, alright, I'm done. Screw it. Like it's bad enough you got rid of Sophia, excuse me, and you replace her with with these two kids. One who I might like, the other one is just a complete tool. And I'm done. Screw you. I mean, I know some people would probably say that's kind of shallow of me to think that way, but I'm sorry. I just don't like anything he's done, except for like that one time in .hack.gu. That's it. All those other roles suck. I mean, you've heard it before. You know how bad he is when it comes to voice acting.
I know. I think you're being biased.
What?
I think you're being biased. Like, anytime you hear he's in anything, you're like, oh, bad, nope.
I'm sorry. I'm just getting tired of him being in everything, and I don't think he's that good. So, like he doesn't deserve the work he gets. I'm sorry. There are way better voice actors that you could choose for these roles that are better. Seriously, why pick
Why pick Sasuke?
Not just him, but just like.
No, I'm saying why pick Sasuke?
Yeah.
Because he raised Sasuke as well.
Well, I just got rich, so.
Yep, we did.
But yeah, I just get tired of that. Like, what? Okay. I am well aware of the game.
What's this different screen?
Evil?
One part of the enemy. Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay. I can only attack that side too.
Okay. This looks really cartoony.
Fine. You want to be that way? I'll just keep using that.
It works.
Yep. Kind of reminds me of a Castlevania boss that like splits into different pieces and whatnot. And Terrace has appeared. Oh boy! I think this is the last one. because we are running out of map. The final battle, yep. Thank God. Okay,
Okay, yep, 10.
are you going to care if we do, like, the bonus missions? Because they're not really showing anything new, it's just doing...
No, they're not determining anything.
Oh, okay, good. Because I would... Because, honestly, the bonus missions kind of suck anyway. They're way too hard. Calib's like, oh, for crying out loud. Really? You keep rubbing my hip. Don't you have any manners? And Link's thinking, if only you knew who I was.
I think people are so excited to have Link in the game because they probably never thought he'd be in a game like this. I wouldn't have thought he'd be in a game like this.
I've gone over it since then because, like I'm still a little annoyed that it turned out the way it did, but I really understand why Nintendo... Why Nintendo didn't decide to put Link in the HD collection of this game, because...
I mean, why it wasn't imported.
It's...
The issue was why wasn't it imported to the Wii U stuff with Link so we could play it.
Whoa.
Think how amazing this game would look and Link would look in HD. That would be so fucking cool. I guess the best HD Link we got right now is the one from Hyrule Warriors. We're gonna have to deal with that until the new Zelda game comes out.
Oh yeah, let's talk about how excited you are for that game to be coming out. Because ever since you saw the trailer,
Oh, it's not coming out soon.
No.
It's been delayed.
Yeah, it's been delayed, but that's kind of the norm for Nintendo. They always delay their
But
stuff.
the problem is we don't know anything. We literally know nothing. We saw a trailer, we saw some gameplay footage, that's it. No name, no timeline.
Well,
nothing.
just be glad they made the smart decision on deciding not to port it to the NX instead. Because they honestly...
Yeah, I don't know if they're ruling that out.
They actually said in a review that they're not going to be doing that.
They also said the game would come out next. They also said the game would come out in 2015, so whatever.
What?
Oh, let's try his outfit again. This is almost a little more like a ninja outfit. She wearing a bra this time? She might be.
Ow. Wow.
Oh, she's actually wearing armor. Good job. You actually know how to cover your chest.
But not her bottom parts, apparently.
No, I guess you can only cover one bar at a time or she dies or something. But yeah, I love that Zelda Wii U trailer. I don't know if that's going to be the actual game we get. But I did love that trailer. It'll be interesting to see what the story is for that. Of course, there's all these rumors that he's not actually a hero. He's a bit more of like a mercenary type or something. I'm like, that would be really cool. It'd be something different.
Yeah. And people are like showing out, no, Link is not the anti-hero type. You can't turn him into an anti-hero. And I'm like, dude, people, shut up. I'm getting tired of the whole, if the character's an anti-hero, he has to be a douchebag, and he's going to be totally unlikable. And I'm like...
Well, he doesn't even necessarily have to be an anti-hero. He's not just the innocent village boy, basically. He's maybe, like, not necessarily a mercenary or assassin, but he kind of works for himself and ends up wrapped up in this bigger story, which is always the Zelda formula. So it's doing the same Zelda formula, but doing it a little differently. And if they do the dungeon design, oh great, this happened again. If they do the dungeon design like they did in Link Between Worlds, that would be great. You basically go to any dungeon and defeat it there.
And then yeah, people are like, whoa, they're just going to be Breath of Zelda 1 then, and make it total free roaming. And I'm like, guys, Zelda 1 didn't suck because it had free roaming aspects. It sucked because there's no direction. There's a difference there. If you have a free
Yeah,
roaming, if you
that and every little thing would kill you.
like if there's like a game that has full free roaming, but there are rules to how you can progress.
Dude, if people are complaining about the free roaming in Zelda 1, I complain about Zelda 1 too. The problem, they did that right in Link Between Worlds.
Yeah,
You could go to each dungeon as you please.
yeah, you can.
And it's not, you get this weapon in this dungeon, you use it in here. All of the weapons are available from the beginning. They take a certain amount of energy to use, and you have to rent them. You can't buy them, but you can rent them out.
Actually, yes, you can buy them. It's just they're expensive.
I just said you can buy them.
Oh, you can. I thought you said you couldn't.
No, you can. I played the game. I know what I'm talking about.
Well, I just misheard you. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, there's a lot of the I've really come a long way since Link Between Worlds was first released, because admittedly I was a bit biased when that game's released, because I blamed Nintendo's advertising of the game, because they said that it was going to be just like Link to the Past and they weren't going to change anything. So I think I'm more mad at how they advertised it than the game itself, because it was just like, because when they showed the first like gameplay trailer, it had graphics identical to that of Link to the Past, but when they released the game, it had like a 2.5D approach to it, and I admittedly was annoyed because of that at first, but it's not bad. Like, I've seen the game since then, and it looks amazing, so I'm not really gonna...
It's an amazing looking game.
Like,
it's a great game.
I'm not gonna, like, hold that against them.
I heard it's basically a remake of Link to the Past, which, yeah, for all intents and purposes, it kind of is.
Hey.
Link to the Past is not a bad one to do differently, so...
Yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining. Link to the Past was freaking badass, and the fact that they even are remaking it at all is great.
But yeah, it's nice to see a lot of the games are getting love. Link Between Worlds, Link to the Past is getting more love. Majora's Mask got its remake. Wind Waker, which was like ostracized for a while, got the HD treatment. I mean, that's awesome. I'm glad these games, I'm glad Wind Waker specifically, I'm glad that's finally getting the recognition it deserves. Oh yeah, I love it there. Oh.
Also, speaking of that, Nintendo, I understand you really want to release games dual console, but I kind of hate the approach you're taking with Hyrule Warriors, where you gotta basically have both games in order to have all the content.
Yeah, I love Wind Waker content. I don't really want to find another kind of fruit.
And from what I understand, their excuse for that is that so many people have the one for Wii U now that no one would buy the 3DS version if they didn't force it. And I'm like...
Well, that's a cheap way to do it.
Like...
How about you don't release a remake and just release the content?
Yeah, that was my thing. I was like if it is... If you knew going in that this thing was not going to sell well, then just release the content for the Wii U version. And
yeah, really. Like, that's not fair at all. I don't like what they're doing with the Zelda franchise in terms of, if you look at the Wii U, you get Hyrule Warriors, which is spin-off. Meanwhile, the 3DS has, like, the Majora's Mask remake, it has Link Between Worlds, like an official Zelda game. It has like the Triforce Heroes thing coming out. It has the new Hyrule Warriors thing coming out. So the 3DS is getting all this Zelda love, and the Wii U is just kind of whistling in the wind here.
Yeah.
It's not that many games for the system. Like, I know Smash was a big seller, but it's always a big seller. You can't sell consoles based on Smash.
Come on.
You need other games.
Yeah, that's something I've actually read before in the past as well, because it's just like they're trying to, it's like they know there are two different fan bases that they have to cater to, but they cater the one that makes the most money over the other. Because the Wii U's not selling, they're releasing only a few games for it. 3DS making a lot of money,
Yeah.
then they're gonna appeal to that system.
That is kind of what it's looking like. It also seems like all these other Zelda games are distractions from the fact that we aren't getting the other Zelda game. Which again, a delay is not a bad thing. It's just we don't know anything.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have any new screenshots. We don't have like I said, we don't have a fucking name. Like, we know nothing.
Yeah.
It's completely in the dark. It makes me worry they're, like, completely rebuilding everything. So the trailer we saw before is, like, it doesn't even matter because it's not even going to be that anymore. Like, who knows? Well, we don't. I should say they know. We don't. Like, because it makes me worry. Not that it matters. I'm going to get the game either way, but, geez. I don't want to be tired out waiting for it with no information.
Yeah.
Man, it was beautiful in this game. I just gotta comment on it once in a while.
Yeah.
That's like the main reason I even got this game. I never even heard of Soul Calibur, but I was like, it's a fighting game and Link's in it. Let's get it.
Okay.
That's literally the only reason.